Speaking on the Script Apart podcast about the writing process of The Last of Us Part 2, the creative director of Naughty Dog's incredible franchise, Neil Druckmann, said that an outline for the story of a follow-up has been written, which is sure to excite fans everywhere. It's an interesting one for sure, because when The Last of Us Part 2 was announced, a lot of people reacted with the sentiment of, do we need this game? Yet when it was finally released after a few delays, it was one of the most critically acclaimed games of the year. Indeed, NME.com said it's a challenging, magnificent coda to one of gaming's most beloved stories in our own 5-star review. But before anyone gets too excited, Druckmann has very clearly said the game isn't being made right now. Speaking on that Script Apart podcast, he said, "Hallie Gross and I did write an outline for a story that we're not making, but I hope one day can see the light of day. That explores a little bit about what happens after this game. We'll see." And there's a few things to unpick from that statement, and of course, as we say, one important part is that it's not currently being made. Then again, Druckmann wouldn't be allowed to reveal it even if it was being made in an off-the-cuff remark on a podcast, so there's that. Also, it's strange to hear him say he hopes it sees the light of day, because sales and critical reception alone should mean that if Naughty Dog wants to make The Last of Us Part 3, then it will happen. Lastly, it sounds like the story outline follows on from the events of Part 2, which does beg the question of who the story is going to mostly involve. Druckmann went on to say there's been plenty of discussion in the studio around a Part 3, but obviously these games are a lot of work, and he feels that there are structural and thematic ideas you have to stick to if you're making a third game in a series. There's still no word on what's happening with the multiplayer component for The Last of Us Part 2, but there's also so many rumours swirling around Naughty Dog these days, from them farming out a game to the Days Gone developer, to a new Uncharted game, and everything in between. For more on all things in gaming, and for what's new and what's next, head to nme.com.